Hey everybody, welcome to FabFit Friday. Look under the work table edition. All right, so I've made some significant progress in my cleaning, and I thought I would share with you under my table. I've never done that before, so it's just between us. I'm going to share what it looked like before I started cleaning. So embarrassing, but I'm going to share it with you because I want to be, I want to make this a authentic experience for you since you're following along with me and allowing me time to clean my studio. I just want to thank everybody because if I had to come up with projects for FabFit Friday, I wouldn't have time to clean my studio. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Oh, yay, Mary is here. No PT. Oh, PT done early today. Yay, I hope that went well. I'm happy you're here. Hi, Janie. Hi, Victoria. Hi, John. Oh, no, Don, sorry. Donna. Donna from Texas. Victoria from Virginia. Joy from Salem, Oregon. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. I have 6 people in my 3-day Come to Me pants fitting event in March. I'm so excited. I just want to thank the people who signed up for that. Hey, Denise, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so before I get started, well, actually, I think I'm going to get it over with. I'm going to show you what my space under my work table looked like before I started cleaning, because I think that's fair. And then I'm going to show you some of the things I found, some treasures. And then I'm going to ask your opinion about keep or recycle or keep or give away a few things. I have a few things that I might keep to organize. And also I want to talk about my planners. So I need emotional support to know whether I should give those, throw those away or keep those. So let me just switch my view. Hey, Lynn, you're here just in time for the big reveal about how my space looks under my work table before I started cleaning it. So I'm going to show you that right now. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Cynthia, from Spokane. Welcome, welcome. Barbara says, hardly ever remember watching live, not as sidetracked as usual. Welcome. Hey, Phyllis. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. All right, so you're here just in time. I'm going to show you my space under my work table. Now, if anybody is weak of heart, please sit down. I don't want anyone to be in shock when they see what's under my work table. So everyone sit down and relax. Don't be drinking any hot beverages. Hey, Andrea, welcome. All right, I'm going to show it to you, and I'm only going to show it to you for a few seconds. Oh, hey, Diane, welcome. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! There is my under my work table. Now you can see my pattern organization on top of that tub is just there for now. And then I have the underneath the plastic or vinyl covers I'm making for my patterns, I have the under the storage box, which has the stuff I'm going to archive. And then you can see a big 55-gallon tub full of not so neatly folded fabric. We're going to get into the fabric next week. Hey, Lauren, welcome. All right, so that's what it looks like. I know, it's frightening. Now, see these 2 things, these photo flows? Those are the things I need to run my lights that are attached to the ceiling. Those are the, I don't know what they're called, but basically those are big boxes that need to stay there for my lights. Hi, Lorna from New Zealand. Welcome. I'm showing my mess right now. Plus I have my sneaker collection, Birkenstocks, and a plethora of mess. All right, so everyone got a good look at that. I am now deleting that. Ready? We're going to delete that. Boink. Well, hold on one second. We're going to delete it. Yes. All right. So that's gone. And now you can see my table on top here for some things I want to talk about. Oh, Mindy says, looks like my entire sewing room. Well, Mindy, to be honest with you, my whole sewing room looked like that too, except for my back view. Oh, Lynn says, not so bad. You'd pass out if you came to my house right now. I don't think I would pass out, Lynn. Remember, this is a trifecta. So let me tell you what's been happening behind the scenes. Last Saturday, I spent the entire day digging out my daughter's room across the hall. So that got accomplished. I brought all her clothes downstairs. I washed everything. I folded it up and put it on the dining room table so she could pick and choose what she's going to wear and put back in her room. And then the other things we're donating or recycling. So her room is now clean. I still have to get into the room next to hers, which was Abby's old room, which will be overflow storage and Anna's office. I have to make that work out nice for both purposes. So that's been going on in the background. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take a break because Diane is here and she sent me a box. So I thought it'd be fun to open it from Diane Bacon. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to, I'm going to use one of my seam rippers, I think, just to cut the tape. Ooh, let me switch my view. Okay. I love that she recycles boxes. See, I do that too. Like I'll repurpose a box and scribble out all the old information. All right, let's see what's in here. Okay. Is this a good view? All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, this is so exciting. She made me, look at this crocheted hat for Warm Hats for All. Here is another Warm Hat for All. This is the pattern that I have for free on my website. And if you make hats and send them to me, I will send you a $10 coupon code for my online store. So Diane, I will be sending you your $10 coupon for these lovely gifts. And the other thing is I found a contact right in my hometown of Manchester, Connecticut, where I can donate these to the Mac Food Kitchen. So I'm very excited about that. And look at how cool this is. This one has no slit in the brim. I love it. And I love the stitching like that. You know what this does? It puts the bumped up version on the outside so it's nice and soft for your head on the inside. So you could either wear it, well, I guess, well, wait a minute. I guess you could wear it like this so that it looks right side out. Or you technically could wear it like this if you wanted to. So I'm going to say this is a reversible hat, Diane. I don't know if you meant it to be that way, but love that, love that. And then, oh my goodness, this is super exciting. She sent me 2 shawls for Carol's Garden. If you guys don't know what Carol's Garden is a, it's officially a nonprofit. We've registered with the state of Connecticut for it to be a nonprofit. So what we're doing is we're taking donations for these knitted or crocheted shawls. And then my sister Joanna and I go to area memory care places and we bring everything we have and we let all of the residents pick out the one that speaks to them. And we just went to Chase Harbor, which is a new memory care place in South Windsor in the town next to us last Thursday, and we delivered 23 of these to residents. So Diane, thank you so much for these. I'm going to put labels on them and I'm going to bring them to my sister and we will post pictures of them in the Carol's Garden Facebook group. So if anybody is interested in knitting or crocheting shawls for Carol's Garden, Carol is my mom. She has Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, so it's in honor of my mother that my sister and I are doing this little side project. But these are beautiful, Diane. And that's kind of funny because one of the things I found underneath my work table were these, I don't even know how they got under there. Look at these very fat, I think they're acrylic crochet hooks. I don't even know where I got these from, but these were underneath my table. That was one treasure I found. So thank you so much, Diane, for these. Let's see. Lorna says, thank you for sharing cleaning sessions. I'm going to go right back to cleaning in 1 second, Lorna. Mary says, to me, we live in our homes. Oh, yes, Mary, we live hard in our homes. That's why. If you can see my living room right now, Dasha has chewed everything in my living room. My couch is like dead. Like, it's got so many chew holes in it. And there's pieces of foam and fluff from the couch and the dog bed all over the living room right now. I have to go down there and clean that up when I'm done with this. RT Blades 4 says, hello, so happy to actually be here when you are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lynn says, the hats and shawls are awesome. Love the color of the shawls especially. Thank you, Lynn. Diane did an amazing job on these. And of course, this inspires me because, you know, I'm a budding crocheter now. Tana says, hi, y'all. Gift shawls are a wonderful project. I think those are Q hooks. Oh, Tana, tell me more. I have no idea what a Q hook is. Tana thinks these are Q hooks. I don't know what that means. I'm so new at crocheting. I don't know. All right. So that is from Diane Bacon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super appreciate. All right. So now, before I get going to showing you how my table looks underneath, now that I've cleaned it, I want to talk about this little ditty that I found. This must have been something that I shared in a tutorial a long time ago. I don't remember, but I do know that people were asking me about how to do a high round back adjustment and also cut it on the fold. And I know I have on my YouTube channel a tutorial that is correct. This is not correct. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this adjustment? Can anyone see what's wrong with this? While you guys are thinking about an answer about what's wrong with this adjustment, I'm just going to see what people are saying here. Tana says big hook sizes. Q hooks are big hook sizes. Okay, yep, that probably is true. These are enormous. They're kind of cool. So learn something new. Q hooks mean large sizes. Lean says, good evening from snowy Belgium. Hi, Jen. Hope you're getting through reorganizing your studio. I'm picking through it. It's actually snowing here right now as well. We have flurries all day today. They're not supposed to add up to much, but it is kind of festive to see that. Welcome. Lorna says, oops, the multicolored hat would cheer up somebody. I definitely agree with you. I am so excited. I can't wait to go deliver those to the Mac Food Kitchen later. T-Bell says, your couch. Have you seen the fantastic fix-it option of embroidered patching furniture? Well, you know, T-Bells, I haven't seen any examples of that, but I was considering doing something artsy with it. It's a gifted leather couch set that we have. So they've already been pre-owned, and the leather is very distressed in places on some of the cushions. So I may try to do something artsy with it until Dasha gets over her teething stage, because she's brutal. I mean, if I'm right there with her and I say no, she knows I mean no, and she goes away. But as soon as I leave, she starts chewing again. But, you know, at this point, we've decided we're hoping she's going to grow out of it. So we'll see. Let me see. Oh, Andrea says you need a dart if you have the straight back side. Oh, T-Bell, Lynn wants to know more about the artsy patching of the couch. If you have a link, you can put it in the chat. All right, so the problem with this adjustment is, in order to straighten out the center back, I added this wedge here to put this back. That that is not going to work, because now what you've done is you've made your back neckline that's 1.25 inches bigger than it was before. So you can't just straighten this back out without adjusting the neckline. Now you could save this. You could save this by taking a piece of paper, sticking it over here, and whatever this extension is, so it's 5/8 of an inch, I'm just gonna extend my shoulder 5/8 like this. Okay, so if I do this and just fill this area in, I'm just gonna color it red here. Okay, this would fix that, in that now your neckline would be the same distance right there. So that kind of fixed that, but now you've made your shoulder 5/8 of an inch longer. So you would have to adjust the front to match. So this is not the best option for doing a high round back and then straightening this back out with this wedge. Like I said, I do have a tutorial on my YouTube channel if you want to do a high round back without a center back seam that works better than this. But I found this here, so I thought I would just show you that this is a boo-boo. You can't just do that. You have to fix it and lengthen your shoulder. Now, you can't just take it off over here, because if this is fitting you properly, if you take it off here, your shoulder will be too short. It won't meet the tip of your shoulder. So you'd have to lengthen or bring in the neckline on the front piece as well. All right, so that's that little example. And now I'm throwing that away because I'm all done with that. All right, let me just see. Yay, Janie gets a gold star. She says it enlarges the neckline. T-Bells is looking for a link for the artsy patching of the couch. And Lorna says, your Carol's Garden Trust project brings comfort to other folks in your mom's situation. It's a lovely, great idea. Thank you, Lorna. I'll tell you, it's not our original idea. Alice's Embrace, alicesembrace.com, was the originator of this idea. She actually has a very large following in California. Her mother, Alice, passed away, and the woman who owns it is named Diane. And I met her at a Stitches event, and my sister and I have been sending her shawls and blankets to her Alice's Embrace. And then my sister contacted her and asked us if we could be the East Coast sort of post for Alice's Embrace, and it turned out that she let us just do our own version of it. And if anybody's interested, all of the patterns for the shawls and the blankets are on my website at jsterndesigns.com. And I'll just put jsterndesigns.com in my thing here. It's right, there's a button for it right on the menu bar, Carol's Garden. All the patterns are free. So if you want to grab a pattern, knit a shawl, or we only do the shawls just to keep it simple. But if you'd like to do that and you'd like to send it to us, that's wonderful. If you'd like to grab the pattern and make one for someone you know that would be comforted by it in your own local area, that's also a wonderful idea. All right, so that's Carol's Garden, and those are the shawls. Now let me show you the next thing that's kind of funny that I found under my table. So these underpants, look at these very pretty panties. Now, these are not my panties. I have never worn these, and as a matter of fact, these have never been worn. But I'm going to give a shout out to Lisa Neal. Was it Lisa? No, that's her sister, Lisa. Lisa and Lara, L-A-R-A, Neal, teaches how to make underpants. And she sent these samples to me when I was going to be doing I was scheduled to do a pants fit workshop for them right before the pandemic hit, and it got canceled. So she sent me these samples to show what she would be teaching during the event. I was going to be doing pants. She was going to be making underwear. And these beautiful underwear have been sitting in my studio, and I meant to send them back to her, and now I'm definitely going to send them back. But I just thought I'd show you how pretty they are. See? So Laura Neal Her sister Lisa and Laura have a group. They group together, and their thing is called Twins and Needles. Twins and Needles, and Lisa is very into period costuming, so check them out on Instagram. Twins and Needles. They are really fun to watch, and like I said, I'm going to get these underwear back to Laura Neal. So I just thought I'd share them with you. I think it's funny that I have underpants under my table. All right, so there's that. Lynn says the simplest patterns for a beginner to use for the shawls. If you're a knitter, there's a shawl called Simply Alice, and all that is knit, 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 knit. So it's the stockinette stitch. You just knit until you've made it long enough. And actually, we got some of those. We got one of those in, and it came out beautiful. The person who knitted it did a variegated yarn, so it had different colors in it. It was beautiful, and all it was the knit stitch. And there are also very basic crochet patterns as well. There's one that's just one row single crochet, one row double crochet, and then back and forth with that. So those are two that are very simple to do. Lorna says, this is my first time catching you live too. You're really good at explaining your topics too. Also, your cleaning will urge me on my pattern adjustment was super useful. Thank you so much, Lorna. Oh, Mary says panties are so easy to make. I know. I don't know why I've never tried to make a pair. Oh, Lynn can't knit. All right, Lynn. Hold on. So if I go to... So here we go. I'm going to show you here. We're going to go to J Stern Designs. Let's look at, here's my little website. Isn't that cute? Let me just make it a little, hold on one second. All right, here's my thing. There's my mom modeling the women's tee. But if you go to the menu, you can see Carol's Garden is right there. So there's my mom. Isn't she pretty? Aww. And then if you want to learn about Alice's Embrace, there is in fact a, there we go. There is in fact a link to Alice's Embrace if you want to check that out. She's going to be closing down her Alice's Embrace over time though. So, but you can definitely check that out. And then, so here's a crochet first impression. That wasn't the one. Diane, what was the name of the one that you did? I think that's the one I'm looking for. I think this is the one that's single and double crochet right here. Do you know the name of it, Diane? So this is the one I'm looking for right here. Let me see if I can find it. But these are all the patterns that are free. There's a lot of really pretty ones. Dance card is a crochet. Kind-hearted is crochet. That's Simply Alice, but you don't know how to knit. But see, that's very simple. Oh, Diane's looking too. So you can find it first. Oh, I must have whizzed by it. I think it might be, this is a beautiful crochet. I saw that in person. Someone did that one. Grandma's crochet pattern. This is crochet in her words. First impression. It must be, oh, I think the one Diane did is this one. This one, dance card crochet. Oh, it is dance card. Yay, Diane found it just when I found it. So this is what dance card looks like in person, and it's very easy. So there you go. Okay, thank you, Diane. And a super thank you for sending them to me too. Normally my sister gets all the fun because on our website it says to send them to her, which is totally fine. But it was kind of thrilling to get some. Okay, so this right here is a picture frame I got for me to put me and my husband's wedding photo. We got a 6x6. And then I want to give you a pro tip for cleaning. See how I have these magnets? They're like little diamond ring magnets. Well, I was cleaning under my table and I thought this was long gone. I don't know. I thought I broke it. It's glass. Like I got this at a craft show. Michelle Bowden, handmade in Canada. I thought it was very cool. I got it at a craft show to put me and my husband's 6x6 wedding picture that we got printed, and it's currently sitting in my mom's room at South Farms with no frame because we couldn't find it. And so when I was cleaning, I found one of these and I threw it away because I thought I lost this. So my pro tip over here is don't throw bits and pieces away until you're sure you don't have the whole thing. So now I only have 3 magnets, which will work fine. I mean, it's fine, but obviously I wish I hadn't thrown away the 4th magnet. So I'm going to bring this to my mom on Tuesday and put our wedding picture in there for her, so it won't just be leaned up against a flower pot in her room. So I found that under my table, so I'm happy I found that. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me. Victoria says, I was learning how to knit and the sweet lady teaching me had a heart attack and died. Oh no. So I never learned how to knit and get it off the needles. I need to go find a video. Okay. I'm so sorry that happened, Victoria. I will tell you, Edie Ekman on YouTube has amazing tutorials on how to knit and crochet. I learned how to single and double crochet watching her tutorials. Plus, she has very easy learn how to knit, cast on, cast off, and knit. So definitely check out Edie Ekman. Tana says, oh, I hate that when I find something that I just threw something away for. I know. All right, so this is a blast from my past. This is the Village Stitcher store in Old Mystic Village in Mystic, Connecticut. Has this charming, it's like a colonial village. It's all shops and restaurants. This store was going out of sale. I'm going out of business, and they had everything 75% off. And I bought a ton of stuff. And I'm not going to go crazy showing you everything in here, but I do want to show you that I used to be, before I started J Stern Designs, I used to be an amazing, well, not amazing, I'm not going to say I was amazing, but I did a lot of counted cross stitch. So I would laminate my my chart, right? And then I would also laminate whatever the pattern was I was working on. Do I have the pattern for the one that's... Oh, maybe I didn't laminate this one. Oh. Well, sometimes I don't laminate them. So this is the pattern I was working on. I'm in love with these lavender and lace patterns. So you can see this has been started from a long time ago. And I work on 32 count linen. Okay, so this is something that's been started from a long time ago. Maybe I'll pick that up again. But of course, anything that I have actually finished has gone to my mother, and they're in my mother's house. This was the very first project I ever worked on. So this I did on Aida cloth, and it's a wedding sampler, and I made this for several friends that got married back when I was in my 20s and 30s. So it's all shades of light pink to cranberry floral. So that was the first project I ever did. And then, let me show you this. I made this for my mom. It's sitting in the hallway on the way to the family room in my parents' house. It's this is the Herb Gardener. Let me see. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but basically, I have all of these supplies. I bought all of this beautiful linen. So if I ever want to get back into counted cross stitch, I have the supplies, and then this is how I organize my current project in this box with these little things. I even have my little scissors in here. So maybe I'll get back into this, but I think for now crochet is going to be the thing. But this is going to go into my cedar closet that is in my, in the back of one of my closets. Okay, so now before I show you, oh wait, let's see what Julie is saying. I feel like you could be in my studio with the kind of things you're finding. I have 1986 Statue of Liberty cross stitch that's in progress since then. I know, like I have all these things I used to do, and I've found a bunch of things. All right, so this thing right here, this is, I want to vote on this. This is one of those, this is one of these ruler keepers, okay? This was underneath there, and I cleaned it out, I washed it out, and I used to keep this on my table, but then I just noticed it became a mess trapper. So I took it down, and I don't keep my rulers in here anymore, but I'm wondering if I should reinstitute this. And also, one of the things I'm thinking about for my walls, my husband was looking at that slat wall that you see in stores where you can get hooks for it. So I could actually if I get the slat wall, I could hang this from my wall. And maybe if it wasn't right on my table, I wouldn't load it up with crud, and I would be able to keep it neat. Because it is convenient for keeping rulers neat and tidy. It's very dangerous, because then you just, throw stuff in it like this and it becomes a mess. So what do you think about keeping the ruler organization thing? See, it does have holes in the back, so I can hang it off of hooks if I do get that slat wall attached to my wall securely. So I may keep this, but I did, in the spirit of continuing my cleaning, I did wash it and put everything back in it. I have like my flex ruler here, my expanding flex gauge for buttonholes. This was a Craftsy Instructor Summit way back when, 2016. They gave this to us as a gift, which was kind of cool. So I've got that, and I don't know if I want to keep it or not. Let me know what you think. Now here's the big one. Well, this is a big one for me. Oops. I am a lover of Lilly Pulitzer organizer. So I get the big Lilly Pulitzer every year, and then I write in it or don't write in it depending on where I am. Like sometimes my weeks are very busy. I keep myself organized, and then sometimes I'll go without using it for a while, but I have 4 years worth now, and I don't know, I'm wondering if I should throw these away. I went through and I took anything out that was loose, so there's nothing in here, that I need anymore, but I'm just wondering, do you guys keep your, oh, this is that's my dad's brother, my Uncle Bill, Aunt Peg, and all my cousins. I feel like they make J. Crew pictures when they do their family vacations on the beach. And sometimes I'll put cards in here. I had a good friend that passed away back from when I used to work at Manchester Sewing, and I think I kept her, oh, it wasn't that one. Kept her picture. I think it was this one, must be this one. So this is my friend Jean, who I used to know from Manchester Sewing. She passed away. And then, here's a news clipping from when Abby was graduating from Eastern Connecticut University, talking about her amazing volleyball career. Maybe I'll keep the memories and throw the books away. Let me see what you guys think. I'm having a hard time with this. I literally wasted a half an hour looking through these. And I just don't know if I should keep them, because you can see they take up a lot of room. That's a lot of space. So let me just see what you guys think. Okay, so Lynn is voting to keep it. Janie votes to keep it if I hang it, and Tana votes to keep it and paint it. Oh, that's a good idea. It is kind of a gross color from the sun getting on it. Victoria used to bang old sewing machine needles into the wall, and then you hung your rulers behind the sewing machine. That's kind of cool. Lois says, I use the same planner. I throw them out 1 year after, keep 1 year, and then toss them. Keeping those, Tana says, keeping those is like putting leftovers in the fridge and throwing them out later. Lois says, throw them. Diane says, keep them if there's a record of what you've made. Lynn keeps hers for historical purposes. I like going back and looking to see what I did. And at what point I need to get rid of the oldest ones. Oh, you're at the point in which you need to get rid of the oldest ones. Keep the memories, put them in a scrapbook, toss the rest of the book. That's just part of the to-do list and appointments. Yeah, I'm going to think about that. I mean, part of me wants to keep them, but part of me also realizes I haven't looked in these since I picked them up off the floor. So, thinking about that, I'm going to think about that, but I do agree with what everyone is saying. So I do kind of just want to chuck them. Maybe I'll go through them one more time and pull out pages. I did actually, one of the things I found under the table as well was an old picture from my daughter's baby shower when I was pregnant. And it was a horrible picture. You know how people took pictures back in the 80s? Maybe they still do. And the picture really doesn't show anybody looking at the camera. It was just a busy room shot. So what I did was I cut out my mom. This is my mom looking at me while I'm at my baby shower right here. So the rest of the picture over here, nobody was looking. So I cut her out and put her in my planner. So that was me taking the one memory I wanted out of that photograph, and I threw the rest of the photograph away. Let's see. Andrew says I have a pegboard and I hang my scissors on the pegboard. I do have a pegboard I may use if the slat wall does not work out for me. Cynthia says, not think the ruler organizer would be cool, but I wouldn't want clutter catcher, hang my rulers from hooks on a pegboard. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, Cynthia, too. Like maybe if I get a better way, because that's why I put it away. It became a big mess trap. And I really want my studio to stay neat once I finish this process. Oh, Bright Shiny Ray says, not a waste of time to look at them. Take a bit of time to consider. I will. Use planners instead of scrapbooks now. Oh, see, that's cool. Lorna says, it's so easy to poo bits in random. Your idea to hang on slat wall or similar way is a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, because if it's hung up, I'll just keep things there, and I can't just pile crap in it if it's not on my table. Oh, good. Bright Shiny Ray says, so helpful to me to hear everyone's thoughts. Thanks, guys. I agree, too. That's why I'm really appreciative of you guys. All right, I have one more thing to show you, and then I'm going to show you how it looks under my table now. And this falls under, don't throw something away until you're sure it's not a garbage can. That's the title of this next thing I'm going to show you. So this bag was under my table. And you can see it looks like a mess in here, right? This looks like a big mess. And I started putting like bits of paper and things on top of it. And then I literally was going to take this pile, throw it away. The whole bag was going to go in the garbage. And then I picked the paper off to recycle it. And I looked at what was underneath. And what are these? I asked my sister to give me all of her younger son Thomas's t-shirts because I don't know if you remembered, I made a t-shirt quilt for my older, his brother, Matt, older brother who went to college. I made him a t-shirt quilt, and I told Joey and I would make Thomas one as well. And these are all his jerseys. So you see, I'm so happy I did not throw this away because that would have been really sad when I went to go look for the t-shirts to make the t-shirt quilt. So basically, I have this pile, and I'm going to, well, I'm not going to show you them all, but basically, I almost threw this away. So basically, I'm happy I didn't throw it away. I'm going to throw these in the washing machine when I get done, and then I'm going to trim them into blocks. All right, so those are all the things that I found under my table that I wanted to share with you. Let me just see here. Lorna says, I would keep the memories out and out them all. Another book together. Yeah, I think, Lorna, I think I may pull pages and just throw the rest away. That's my thing, my most common thought on this at the moment. Cynthia says, my husband put up several pegboards for me. Love them because there's so many notions on the pegboard instead of getting lost in drawers. I totally agree. Remember, I showed you guys this thing right here? This thing has been a godsend. It's just a, it's got clear pockets. So this, I have loved having this. I don't know if I love having it hanging right there, though. I may move it someplace else once I reorganize, but I do like seeing things and having them hang. I think that's so much better. Oh, Joy Bernhardt video. She has her rulers hanging on the wall, very organized and tidy. That is so nice. Somebody told me, I haven't had a chance to go check out Joy's channel, but somebody commented on my channel that she had talked about me in one of her videos, and that's why the person who was commenting watches my videos now. I thought that was so nice. So I am going to go over and check out Joy at some point and send her some love because that was very sweet. Lazaro says, toss everything you can live without and no guilt for your decisions afterward. No room for guilt. You need space for creativity. I know I do. Tana prefers to have her rulers right in front of me on my cutting table. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do try to keep my rulers handy. I don't know. We're going to see. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the big reveal for what it looks like under my table now. And that's going to introduce the topic for next week. Oh, RT Blade says her videos are fun. Oh, that's so nice. I am going to go check her out. Definitely going to go check her out. All right, so I'm going to take off this camera and I'm going to show you. Here we go. Ready? Ta-da! So you can see everything under here has been cleaned straight through all the way. Everything neat and tidy under there now. So you can see this box right here, that is full of the messy fabric. So starting next week, I am going to start dealing with my fabric because I have fabric in that tub. I have fabric over there in that closet. See that closet? That's full of fabric. That's not organized at all. So those are the things I'm going to be tackling next week. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything I'm going to do seasonal. You know how you take out your spring and summer clothes and you put your fall and winter clothes away? That's how I'm going to organize my fabric by season. So I can definitely put away whatever I'm not using for the hot moment. So fabric is going to start next week. Oh, Lynn says, awesome work cleaning out under your table. Thank you. Oh, Diane is a friend of Joy. Oh, that is so excellent. Well, I am, like I said, I'm definitely going to become a fan of Joy as well. I'm going to go check her out. Jeannie says, oh my, so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Joy says, I bought a roller cart that has 3 shelves. I can roll it under my table and I can put things that I need, like bobbins, seam rippers, needles, etc. Yep, oh my God. All right, so you know what? Maybe next week I'm going to show you all of the organizational shelving things I have available to me, and then we can decide what I'm going to use them for. I have 3 things, 3, rather small, single row of drawer cabinet things. I have 3 versions of that I'm going to show you next week, along with my fabric situation. All right, so Kay says, comic boards are awesome for storing your fabric. I stand mine on a shelf like books. My rulers are in wood grooved holders on my cutting table. I've seen that wood thing with the grooves for rulers. That is a cool thing, because then you can't just throw stuff in it because it just has grooves for the rulers. That is a better option, actually, Kay. And Kay has actually been sending me lots of really good ideas, and I do appreciate you, Kay. So Kay is an excellent organizer, and she's been sharing with me photos of how she organizes her studio, and I've been taking copious notes. So I'm not ignoring you, because you have a lot of really good ideas. So that's it. That's everything that I wanted to show with you today. Oh, one other thing. I'll show you the before, but I want to show you my other thing I cleaned. This is my shipping station right now. See, there's my cabinet. It's right under there. This was such a hot mess before, and now you can see, I organized all of my envelopes in that box. I have all of my pressing tools on the side of it, and all my bigger envelopes on the left. And see this water bottle right here? See this? This water bottle, all of this water is perfectly nice bottled water that I found in my daughter Anna's room in a variety of half-drunk water bottles. So I poured all of her half-used water bottles into one water bottle for my iron. So here's my water for the iron that I recycled out of Anna's room. So that's also been cleaned. So, all right, so that was the other thing I wanted to show you. And believe me, that was a hot mess before I cleaned it. So, all right, so let me just see. Lynn says, I can't find my wooden ruler, too much mess. Uh-oh. Mary says, Joy, any tips on what to look for in a rolling cart? I am going to get one. All right, Joy can share her tips. I can tell you, I have one of my rolling carts was from a hairdresser friend of mine who gifted it to me. So it's got plastic bins that just slide out. There's no door fronts. Then I have 2 cabinets with drawers. So I will show you those next week. And then if Joy has any ideas, she can share those as well. I just want you to know, for this live, I clicked on the comments as you watch the replay. So if anybody's watching the replay, if you check the comment section, you can see what we're talking about. Oh, yeah, Lynn, I knew you meant wooden ruler holder. That's the other trick, finding stuff. Oh, hello, Sylvia. You came just as I was about to sign off. If you check the beginning of this episode, I showed my messy under my work table. And then at the end, I showed how I cleaned it. And then in the middle, I showed all the things I found and things I have questions about, and a wonderful gift box sent from Diane Bacon, where she gave me some warm hats for all and some shawls for Carol's garden. So it was an action-packed episode today. All right, so I think I'm done talking. I think I'm going to sign off. I really appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. And I mean, the fact that you, the fact that you follow along with me and you're helping me by giving me your opinion or just joining me for this process is really giving me the time to be able to do it. So I really appreciate it. Sylvia says she just cleaned as well. Yay, Sylvia. We're starting a clean movement. That's what we're doing. I feel better in here already. I mean, I keep pulling things out and putting things back, but if I show you here, like you can see, I even cleaned way back there. There's nothing on the floor back there. Those are the shirts, and that's, stuff I showed you, but you can see I still have to get to all of those shelves. The only row of shelves I did was the very first row, but you can see everything on the floor is just because I pulled it out. It's all clean. My whole floor is clean, which makes it easy to roll see those big wheels on my big jib here? See, there's my jib with the other camera. That's very easy to roll around when there's nothing on the floor. So anyway, I just want you to know I appreciate you guys. And so what is the trade-off or the payoff for cleaning my studio? What's the payoff is I have, and I might have mentioned this the first day, but I want to be able to turn on my ring light that I bought. It's a Lume Cube ring light, and I actually have it set up over there by the door. But basically, like if I'm working on something that I think would be cool to share, I could just go live and work on it and share it with using my camera and my phone for something less formal. But I don't want to do that if I look like a mess. So the trade-off is going to be I'll be able to share more about my process and what I'm doing if I can just turn my camera on and do a short or whatever. So that's the real payoff, in addition to being organized and knowing where everything is and just having a nice clean space. So Lynn says, great live. You're helping me clean as well. Yay. And Sandy says, I've been following along. I'm here in the background. I love all the ideas and I need to use all of them. I'm going to rewatch this right now. Hi, Sandy. Welcome, welcome. Sylvia says, clean January. Others go dry. We go clean. Woo! Yay for go clean. And Lynn says, I have too many old machines and can't stand the thought of getting rid of any of them. I have a few machines I don't want to get rid of either that don't really even work anymore, so I'll share those on another day. Donna says, good chat, need to do the same thing. I'm feeling flustered and overwhelmed. All right, so Donna, just between you and me, every time I come in here, I sit down, I look at the mess around me, and I spend the first 5 or 10 minutes feeling flustered and overwhelmed. That's why I think it's taking me so long. Like, it's almost like I have to work myself up to get into the zone to physically start doing something to clean. So I really understand that. I think the idea that got me started was, I'm just going to do one thing. I'm just going to pick one area. Like when I did the back corner back there and I posted it on my Instagram, that I actually cleaned that back corner, I was so elated that it was clean and it wasn't overwhelming because I just dealt with that one area. So if you're feeling flustered and overwhelmed, just know that I am too. And the way I got around that was I just did a little bit at a time. I just said, all right, today I'm just going to work underneath my table, or I'm just going to work underneath my cabinet. I did under there one day and I did under here another day. Mary says, my problem is what to do with the piece of fabrics that are left over. Some are big enough for another top, some are too small, and some, but too much to just toss. Mary, I'm going to talk about what to do with all of that fabric next week because I have a similar issue. So I'll be sharing with you my solutions for what to do with fabric that you don't want anymore next week. All right. Hey, LB, you're here just in time for me to say goodbye. So thank you for coming. But it was, I think, an action-packed episode. There was a lot of stuff going on. So I left the live chat on. So if you rewatch it, I think the chat will show as it comes up real time. So you can see what we're talking about if I comment on the chat. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we're dealing with fabric. So I will continue to clean and get everything organized, and then I'm going to share how I'm organizing my fabric and what to do with fabric I don't want anymore. That's going to be next week's topic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If anybody is taking my Zoom jean fitting class this weekend, we're going to have an amazing time. If anybody wants to sign up for it, there's still time. It's at 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, both Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So that's what I'll be doing most of the weekend, but I will still have some time to clean. New cool tools for Monday. It's going to be a good one. So check that out at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And something exciting happened in my J Stern Designs Fit Sew Embroider group, that I'm going to take a break from efficient workflow and bodice fitting to do a quick Fit Tip Tuesday about that issue that happened in my group. So join me for that. That's going to be fun as well. Okay, so let me just see here. Oh, Kim says, I've been cleaning too. Thanks for the inspiration. You are so welcome. Sylvia says, bye-bye. Have a nice evening and a great weekend. You too. Lynn says, I set a timer for 30 minutes as I declutter clean. That helps me feel as though I'm accomplishing things as well as limiting the frustration. Lynn, that's a really good idea to set a timer. I like that. I like that idea. All right. Fabulous. I will see you guys next week. I'll see anybody in the jeans class Saturday and Sunday, and have a wonderful weekend. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Bye.